My next guest is a comedy mastermind, winner of the Celebrity Chase and one of the busiest stand-ups in Ireland. His new show is called Reinventing the Neil. We're delighted he's back with us on the Late Late Show this evening. Please welcome the one-man comedy machine that is Neil Delamere. That's worked out well. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
You going to tell him what you just said to me?
No, it was whenever we were in the corridor and you hadn't fully dressed.
Yeah,
and
that sounds worse than it is.
It does. I said, you look very Perry Como. It's...
Yeah, I was kind of looking for Lake Como, but now I look like Perry Como, yeah.
Well, look, I know it's a big night. I mean, I know the family are watching and awfully, and...
They are, yeah. They're all watching it. My dad is watching it. Actually, my dad is 90. He's just turned 90, so can I say hello to
of course you
my
can.
dad?
How
are you? He's a bit of a legend now, and he's at that point where he doesn't really mind what people think of him as well, which is great. So he's like, we had to go to a mass a couple of years ago, and we were sitting about halfway down the church, right? This is to illustrate what he's like, and he's a bit slow on his pins now. Obviously, he's 90, you know, and the Eucharistic minister got off the altar to walk down the back of the church to hand out the communion, okay? And I said to my dad, are you going to go down the back of the church? And he goes, no, it's too far. And I said, are you going to go up to the top of the church? And he goes, no, that's too far. And I said, what are you going to do? And he goes, watch. And all he did was just lean out of the pew, like that. Like a dog looking out a car window. It was magnificent. And the Eucharistic minister didn't miss a trick. He just walked down, flicked it into his mouth. It was amazing. It was like a collie catching a frisbee. So I just want to be as comfortable as he is, you know what I mean?
Very good. So he'll be down there, be delighted with his wave.
Yeah.
And the rest of the family will be on the WhatsApp.
The WhatsApp group, yeah.
All delighted.
We all text each other after stuff like this, or if anybody has a celebration or anything like that, but I love WhatsApp. I have one request. If anybody who's watching this who works for WhatsApp, let us delete the messages, right? Just let us delete the message like it was never written. Don't delete the message, but then write, Neil has deleted the message, like a little telltale informer wagon. So your friend still texts you and goes, what was in that text message that you deleted, right? And you know when it says delete for me or delete for everyone? Who picks? Who picks? I'm just going to delete it for just for me, yeah, just for me, yeah, yeah. I just thought I still want them to see the awful stuff I've written about them, but I don't even mind if how much of a tool I can actually be. Yeah, it's like getting a tattoo removed and walking into the laser place, going, "What are my options for tattoo removal?" And I'm going, "We've got two options, Paddy. First option, we shine the laser on your leg. No one will see the tattoo. Remove the tattoo. What's my second option? We shine the laser in your eyes so you don't see the tattoo anymore." Okay, I'll go for option number 2, please. But one way or the other, I will get WhatsApp after this.
I meant to say this to you before. We something in common. We both were on the Celebrity Chase.
Yes.
You did very well. That didn't take a fizz out of you.
No. I was a bit nervous on it, but you get a run of questions and you're okay, you know?
Yeah. There was a show recently, though, you were on, which you were slightly more nervous about. Can you tell us about that?
Oh. RT said, would you be a zookeeper for the day in Dublin Zoo? Like, how cool is that, right? So Dublin Zoo has all these cool animals, and I was really excited about this, so I started looking up the zoo. Dublin Zoo has loads of guns. Did you know that?
No.
Dublin Zoo has genuinely, it has guns because it has lions and tigers, and if a lion or a tiger escapes, they have to shoot the witnesses. And, but they also have, like, kind of harmless enough, like the foxes. Now, I don't mind foxes.
But there's foxes in the zoo.
Yeah, but there's a billion foxes all around Dublin, like, and they're all... So you can see them every night of the week. And Dublin foxes are brazen. Have you ever noticed how urban foxes are? You know, culty foxes are terrified of you. And then Dublin foxes like, don't mind me, I'm just going through your bins. Do you know what I mean? Dublin foxes, no, don't mind. Technically, that shouldn't be in that bin now. Listen, I found a pregnancy test in that bin now, right? Might want to have a word with your daughter, you know? So, I saw a Dublin fox pressing the button on a pedestrian crossing last night. And he'd already crossed. He did it with his back foot. What a tool, right? So I go straight into Dublin Zoo and I said, what am I going to be working with? And all the animals are brilliant, right? And they said, will you hold a tiger's tail while we withdraw blood from the tiger to check the medication levels of the tiger.
Right.
So that's what made me nervous.
Yeah.
So went round to the tiger's enclosure, right? And Tundra is on the ground. She's their tiger. She's beautiful. She's 110 kilos. She's strong. She's athletic. She has those eyelashes that you only ever see in Blanchardstown Shopping Centre. Do you know the ones I'm talking about? You see them in Blanchardstown or the front of a Nissan Micra. They're the only places you ever see them. And someone winks at you and the wind turbine just starts turning behind your head and your newspaper folds inside out, right? And she's beautiful. And they don't want to give the animal any drugs if they don't have to give them the drugs, OK? Because they're so worried about all the animals in Dublin Zoo have excellent insurance. I don't know if you know that.
No.
Because they have meerkats. And the meerkats have compared the prices of 17 different... I couldn't resist that. Thank you very much, yeah? I said to the vet who was standing beside me, I said, I made a show of myself because I was so nervous. I said, I thought we were going to knock this out, but she's awake. And he said, no, we're not going to knock the tiger out. And I said, well, what are we going to do? And she said, well, you are going to go around the back of the enclosure with a net. And I went, will I fuck? Right? Well, feck you, feck the zoo, feck Horty. Does she look like a butterfly? No way. And she said, no, Annette is our most experienced zookeeper. And I didn't even hear that right. That wasn't even her name, so I'm mortified, but what an experience.
But you did what you were told, to be fair.
I did. I'm a rule follower.
You look like a rule follower,
Yeah,
to be fair.
am. Yeah. Well, OK. I break the rules.
How do you break the rules,
I
Dave?
break the rules. I break the rules the way Irish people break the rules generally. I put up a clip the other day of how... This is my contention, OK? Irish people break the rules when we think no one's going to get hurt. Little things.
Yeah.
And I think other Northern European countries are different than that, right? And the example I use is myself, my wife, and a friend of mine, Dieter, who's from Berlin, about 15 years ago went to the cinema in Liffey Valley. It was midnight one night. There was an Irish guy behind the counter, right? And I walked up to him and I said, 3 tickets, please. And he went, that's €36. Unless, of course, you're students who's forgotten your student cards. So I did what any Irish person would do. Of course we're students. Sure, aren't we in your class? And he went, I knew your face from somewhere. And Dieter goes, I am not a student. Please let the record show I'm not a student. And your man goes, is he on his gap year? Mwah. Mwah. What a question, right? So I thought it was over at this point. And so your man hands me the tickets, right? And he goes, it's a tough course we're in. I've never met this man before in my entire life. And now the lie is more creative than the film we're about to see. My wife is in a full-on student mode. She's eating pot noodle from the pick and mix. She's mad for it, right? And I said, yeah, well, double anatomy was tough this morning. Because if you're going to be a fake student, be a fake medical student.
You might as well go for it, yeah.
Yeah, you got to make your mammy proud.
Yeah.
And he goes, I wasn't at that lecture. Can you send me on the notes? I said I didn't take any. Dieter will take them on. Dieter, I am not a student. Yeah. And I said, relax, your blood pressure is going to go through the roof. And he said, we learned about that in a lecture last week. And I just think we have the crack as a nation, and we'll break the little rules, generally speaking, you know?